Jen, Director of JLR, and with me in the hot seat is Steve Haszard, Managing Partner of Meredith Connell. Steve, you're the first lawyer to be in JLR's hot seat, and today we're going to have a chat about Meredith Connell's recent rebrand. For most, Meredith Connell is known as New Zealand's largest litigation practice and home to Auckland's Crown Warrant. However, recently they rebranded as the law firm with a full-service commercial offering. So Steve, what brought about the recent rebrand and why the law firm?
Change and growth is a simple answer. We've gone through an enormous period of change and growth over the last 10 years. This place has quadrupled in size over the last decade and pushed out into a huge amount of service lines we didn't used to offer. So the way in which we structure the firm in order to deliver that has changed significantly. The makeup of the firm's changed significantly, and so for us we needed to project that change externally. So rebranding was obviously the way to do that.
And the law firm is rather bold.
Yeah, it's a tagline. So it's part of the overall branding. It's not the most significant part, but for us the tagline is simply reflective of who we are and what we do. We're a law firm. That's what we do. And yes, it's bold. It might be a little bit audacious, but some would argue that's how we've achieved full growth over 10 years by just being audacious and bold. And so we thought we should be reflected in the branding.
Excellent. And so what were the key objectives going into the rebrand, and have you achieved them?
Yes, the key objectives for us were to be far more true to label, because our old branding just wasn't true to label anymore, and people who didn't know us and then got to know us said, "Oh, I didn't think you were going to be like that at all from your external facing branding." So it was just very much to have that catch up, and I think we've definitely achieved that. We're thrilled with the result.
Good. And how did you go about selecting a brand agency?
We talked to a lot of people. It's not our natural business. Lawyers are shy conservative types, as you know, generally speaking, the odd exception. So we really wanted to be comfortable with the people who were going to be challenging us in terms of who we were and what we were about. And so we talked to a lot of people and we talked to a lot of agencies, and we finally found one that we thought was a good cultural fit for us, and did a lot of work, talked to other agencies they'd worked with, and we finally decided we would put our trust in them, and they've been fantastic.
Brilliant. And when it came time to implementing the brand and taking it to the market, what were the biggest challenges for you, and how did you overcome them?
The biggest challenges was probably more perceived than real. The biggest challenges a lot of people here were concerned about were just the nervousness about the change, how that would be taken, and there need not be. It's been fantastic. The feedback we've got has been great, and people are just really interested to see what we've done and why we've done it. So we're absolutely thrilled with the result.
Great. And so for those firms out there that are looking to undertake an exercise in rebranding, what advice would you give them? You've got to be true to label. I know it sounds a little bit cliche, but you have to be true to label. So what you're projecting out into the market, you must actually deliver on, and your staff and your culture must be absolutely right with that. And otherwise you're just going to get found out, and why would you risk that? So for us, getting that fit between who we truly were and how we projected ourselves, it had to be absolutely accurate, and that would be the best bit of advice I could give. Excellent. Look, thanks so much for being a JLR's hot seat. It's been great to have you here. And tune in next month, we'll have another lawyer in the hot seat, so check it out at jlrnz.com.